What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BT Willis Garage. Today we're going to be trying out GroTrax in my lawn. So I did get the tall fescue blend. As many of you know, I have turf type tall fescue. It's cool that they offer a few different seed varieties in these kits. So a little bit about GroTrax. It's actually a bio fabric that contains seed, fertilizer, and mulch. It's really easy because you just roll it out and cut it to fit whatever part of your lawn needs patching, or if you're doing an entire rebuild, you would just obviously put it over the entire area. So all you do is lay it out, cut it to fit, and then water it in. So we're going to see a little bit about the techniques of installing it today. We're going to see the proper way to water it, and most importantly, we're going to track the results. I know there's a lot of good videos on this product and how to use it, so I wanted to show you guys live results to use it to patch up a burn spot I have in my yard, as well as irrigation trench marks. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Welcome to the channel. Start with the straight razor, and it says to make sure the product touches the soil and you want to get rid of all other vegetation. I've got a little bit. We're going to try it out the way that we have it here. Scissors might be better. We'll try those next. Alright, so there's our piece. We're going to adjust our hose to shower and then water it in. That seems like the proper amount of water to start. Let's try the scissors next on camera for you. Yeah, those are much better than that razor. So you can just cut out pieces to fit the areas that you need. Just make sure your main roll doesn't get wet. Mine was kind of close to that water spot. Here's that fertilizer burn hole I was telling you guys about. So we'll do this as a good before after as well. It's also worth noting that they say that you can put it directly over irrigation heads. So I don't necessarily have to. You can see the head there, but I'm going to just to record that head popping up through the material after we've watered it in. So the scissors work best for cutting the end after you've rolled it, but if you need a bunch of small pieces, you can measure off about the size that you need and just lightly score it. And then you'll get a few different layers and still have your main roll left. But now I've got some little pieces that I can use to patch up areas where I don't need to roll it out. Let's take a look at that irrigation head and see if it actually pops out properly. So the irrigation I installed actually comes with an app, which is really neat. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Nice. Does work. This is what the proper amount of water looks like. That's the proper amount, and this is what too much looks like. See how it starts to tear? You don't want that to happen. I just did that as an example. So those two rolls seem to be just enough to kind of patch up a few areas. I didn't get full coverage, but knowing that my developed fescue is going to grow and fill in, I think that just getting this GroTrax, put in the main areas is really going to help out just to fill it up and give it a little bit of nutrients. So we're just doing a little walkthrough. I'll show you some drone footage of it laid out and kind of what it looks like on day one. You can buy GroTrax on Amazon. We'll put a link in the description to buy it. So 2 rolls did all of this again. So just buy as many as you need based on your job. Here's a 1-week update, guys. Everything's looking good. It seems to be taken into the ground. The one thing I learned is you have to be careful when you're mowing not to have the wind coming off of your mower to blow it around. And also, if the contact was not made entirely to the soil as GroTrax recommends, obviously it's not going to work, so I had to make some readjustments. But everything's looking good. No growth quite yet, but it seems to be germinating, so we'll keep updating. I'm not going to do it every day since the process is a little slow. Here's like a 3-week update. I think we're actually coming up on 4. Still have a few that didn't take off quite as well as we wanted, but as you look at it as a whole now, it's really starting to fill in. Just that one little spot, but everywhere else is starting to fill in. I'm gonna have to spray for these clovers here soon, so one way or another. Let's see. You can kind of see the baby grass in some spots still trying to come up. So here's a 4-week update. We're at the little teardrop area. Got a water hose in the way, but you can see that everything's filled in nicely from the existing fescue and the GroTrax together. We're really making some progress. I did lose a piece right here that didn't end up coming through, so I'm going to give you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. But for the most part, everything's really came up. I'll probably end up just throwing some regular fescue seed out there, even though it's too hot, it's not going to grow. But this is that same little walk, and I'll show you some drone footage too. But it really filled in. Kind of get you this way so you can see the lawn as a whole. So I'm walking right along the trench mark from the irrigation job. Again, got a little bit of a bare spot there. The rest of it really came in nicely. I'm actually working on an American flag cut for the lawn right now. To paint the stars in there in the middle. But anyway, back to the lawn. Just a little bit more. So that circle that we did was actually fertilizer burn. There it is all the way up. Everything's looking good. This fertilizer burn area right here, though, is just not growing. I think it's just too much nitrogen still there. We'll get it fixed, though. Well, there you have it, guys. This was a few weeks as far as making this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. You got to see some real results from me and my lawn. By the way, this is Zone 8 in Central North Carolina, if anybody was wondering. I should have mentioned that earlier, but hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly like the product itself. I think I'll continue to use it for burn marks and just areas that need patching, especially if it's not the ideal grow season as far as throwing regular seed out and aerating. I think this is a great option to patch your lawn. And if you have a smaller lawn, I think it's a good option to do the whole thing as well versus needing to straw and hold the seed in place, that whole deal. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you end up ordering it, post in the comments how it worked for you, and we'll see you soon on BT Willow's Garage.